Hey guys, welcome to Gun Doc Shop. This is the Anderson 450 Bushmaster that I am going to be installing a muzzle brake on. So there already was a muzzle brake on it, but the customer wanted something a little more substantial, a little more aggressive looking, and a little more aggressive on performance as far as managing recoil. So we decided that we would go with the DB Tac. And they have this pretty cool tanker style muzzle brake. Looks pretty aggressive and works pretty well for recoil management. But before we even got to this point, he was not aware of what the threading was here, so I wanted to show you guys real quick what you need to do to determine that. First things first, whenever you're installing a suppressor or a muzzle brake or something like that, if this is not already pre-threaded from the manufacturer and you're gonna get it threaded or try to thread it yourself, there's some dimensions that you need to be aware of for safety purposes. So the OD is the outside diameter and the ID is the inside diameter. And there are minimum specifications that are required for safety purposes. And so you need to be aware of all of that beforehand. Also, certain calibers, sometimes suppressors or muzzle brakes are found in more common diameters and thread pitches. Technically, you could do whatever you want, but some are more commonly seen. This one in particular is a 5/8 by 32, and the way we determine that is by using a set of calipers. I obtained the outside diameter first, and so the calipers are going to give me the outside diameter in inches, and so this is 0.62, this says 0.63, which is probably a little bit off. So 0.625 would be the equivalent to 5/8. And so essentially what I do is I just kind of understanding and knowing the common diameters for muzzle brakes and suppressors, I just take those and determine where I'm at as far as this particular rifle or whatever rifle I'm working with. So 0.625 or 5/8, and 5 divided by 8 would be 0.625, and so that's how I confirm that. As far as thread pitch, in the United States we use threads per inch or TPI, so you might see that rather than degrees of thread angle like they use in metric. Just by looking at it, we could tell that it's probably 28 threads per inch or less. So I started at 28 using my thread pitch gauge, and then went up from there and determined by matching up the teeth on my gauge that this was 32 TPI. So with that information, I started to search the internet for the muzzle brake that we were looking for and just entered those specifications. Once I'd settled on this and purchased it, I did a dry fit just to make sure that we had it correct. Additionally, if there's ever any confusion or you have questions, most manufacturers can tell you exactly, what this barrel was threaded at. So as a security, I went ahead and contacted Anderson Manufacturing about this particular model, and they confirmed that it is 5/8 by 32. So you don't ever want to buy something and then have it be wrong, and then it's just a pain in the ass. So anyways, we got this. What I'll do now is I'll put some anti-seize grease and then add the thread lock, and we'll get this torqued on there to spec. And I just wanted to show you guys kind of what I use. I use this Real Avid set, and it has everything I could possibly need as far as installing muzzle brakes, tightening barrel nuts, all that for torque. And it comes with the torque wrench and then all your different heads that you need in order to accomplish that. So I'll be using that to get this torqued on there, and then that's it. It'll be ready to go back to the customer, and I'm pretty sure he'll be happy with this muzzle brake, both in looks and performance. So anyways, just really quick, wanted to show you guys that. I've got more to show you. Got another Cerakote job coming up, so stay tuned to my YouTube, subscribe so you get notified, and check out my website, www.gundocshop.com, or hit me up, gundockcmo@gmail.com if you guys need anything. Thanks.